the moon for you. Going to the moon. And I see
hey, what up, y'all? It's KoolKard, and I'm back again with another episode of All Cool Stuff. Today, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I don't have any products to review. I just want to talk to you about a little something that's going on in the news right now about Apple. All right? There's a bunch of lawsuits, if you've heard, there's a bunch of lawsuits pending on Apple right now because they're saying that Apple has been concealing information about throttling down old iPhones. Yes, they slow them down so they don't brick on you, right? Now, I try to remain biased in the situation, but I'm a tech guy, so I got to give my opinion about it. So people are all up in arms about, oh, they're throttling down my phone. I noticed for years they slow my phone down once a new one comes out. Well, yes, they do, and now they finally admitted it. Are they wrong for that? I don't know. A lot of people will say yes. Some will say no. I say no, and I'll tell you why I say no. Because I understand something. Now, if you understand tech, just a little bit, you would know this. Every time that Apple releases a new phone, they release a new iOS. And it's a trumped up iOS. There's more animations, more processes going on. It's the best ever, right? And everybody wants to update their phone for the new software. But not everybody wants to update their hardware, which is buy the new phone. They want to keep the old phone, get the new software. Well, guess what? When you do that, your processor in your phone, the old phone, is not fast enough to process all the new animations and all the new processes with the new iOS. And that is why in each new phone, there's a brand new, faster processor. And that is why they released the phone and the iOS at the same time, so that they can keep up with each other. Now, if you choose to get the software and you don't choose to update the hardware, your phone's going to slow down. Why? Because the processes will drain the heck out of your battery. And that is the discussion right now. People are suing Apple because they're saying, oh, had I known when I went into the Apple store, if I could just swap out my battery, then my phone would work a little bit faster. Well, yes, probably so. But guess what? In a couple months, maybe a month, you'd probably have the same problem because those processes are going to drain that battery too. So what is the fuss? You have to know that new product, faster chip, new processes with the iOS, it's going to take a faster processor chip to be able to operate this stuff efficiently. Apple throttles down these phones so that you're not walking around with a brick, so that you don't have to go buy a new phone if you don't want to. All right? If they didn't throttle down the phone, you'd probably be walking around with a brick, and then there would be another complaint. Oh, these iPhones are terrible. They die after a couple years. I can't even use them. Right? So it's a catch-22. Apple can't win in this situation. Will they be penalized? Probably so, because they probably should have made this public knowledge, which it kind of was, because you know that. When a new phone comes out, what happens to your phone? It slows down. I've known that. I know why. And now you should know why. To solve all this, just don't update your phone. I know it's tempting. I know it's hard not to. That's all you have to do is not update your phone, and you can enjoy the life of, say, your iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus, iPhone 7, even an iPhone 5S. You can still enjoy it. Just don't update it. All right? I know you might feel kind of out of place, out of date when you're out with your friends and they're like, oh, I like these new emojis and this and that and the third, and you have no idea what they're talking about. But guess what? If you choose not to update the hardware, then don't update the software if you're going to complain about it slowing down, because it will slow down. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Going to the moon. Going to the moon for you. Going to the moon. And I see spaceships and rockets, gold heart-shaped lockets. I'm the plug in the socket.